YouTube, what is up? So today I have got the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Frosted Black Case for my iPhone 16 Pro. Now I picked up this case off of Amazon for about 20 bucks, which is a good price for a Spigen case. I'll leave links down in the description, in case you want to pick that up. Now Spigen, they do make really good cases. And you know what else is good? My channel. So why don't you sub to my channel and hit that like button and let's get into it. All right, so we've got the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Case here, and there's really not much in the box, just, the box. And then we have the plastic. See, I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm not throwing the boxes at my camera.
No thing but a chicken wing on a string.
Looking over the case, this is that frosted black back. This is a hard back shell, plastic TPU, and then like silicone around the sides, which is very flexible. And you've got your MagFit, MagSafe ring here, and it's got the cutout for the camera control. Don't call it a button.
Oh, come on!
And what else do we got? We have got some Spigen branding right here. And of course you got your buttons, which we will go over, and then your cutouts, and it's all around protection. And speaking of protection, this does have drop protection. I think, what was it, military grade drop protection? I think they say like 10 feet at least. But if you look in here, let's see if I can capture this, that they've got the little indentions, the little air cushions, for, impact. So Spigen cases, I've dropped my phone a couple of times with Spigen cases on them, and they hold up well. So let's go ahead and weigh the case. So I've got my scale here, Spigen Ultra Hybrid Case, 40 grams, which 40 grams is, it's not the lightest, but it's definitely not the heaviest, and it doesn't add too much weight to your phone. Well, 40 grams.
Aha!
So I've got my iPhone 16 Pro Max here, titanium black. Let's go ahead and pop in the case. Pops in nice and easy. Make sure you got all your corners in there. Popping it back out is just as easy. It doesn't pop right out. So, it is holding your phone in there, but it is easier than others to take out. Let's see, back tap. Back tap works good. It feels nice in the hand. It's got a little bit of a curved edge around here. It doesn't add too much extra, bulk to your phone. I mean, the 16 Pro Max is already bulky, and it feels good. It's not cutting into your skin or anything like that. Looking over the buttons, you've got your volume up and down here, and then your action button, which works well, and then you got your sleep to wake. And they are pretty clicky, so not too bad, good and responsive. And this camera capture button, what are they? I don't know what the camera control. And the way that they have got it, as you can see here, it's an indention, for sliding your finger across. Now, when it comes to the back end, they've got it cut to where your finger can just, rest almost flush with the phone. As a matter of fact, the back end of the phone, right at the corner, is a little exposed right there, which I don't know, when it's, the only way that you could really do damage, I guess, would be if you hit something just right in there, like an edge of something. And as far as using the camera control, you just kind of hold it, and then it'll come up, and then you slide it back and forth. So it's not too bad. It feels like when you're coming up and back, that feels good. All right. Now let's go ahead and go over the actual fit, how it holds up in there. Of course, with this being a silicone side, it is flexible. Around the buttons, it holds up okay, and it snaps back. But the problem kind of comes down to when you get down to the camera control here, it really kind of comes out, but it does snap back. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how this works out. The whole camera control, it's new. They kind of went through this last year with the whole action button thing. Some people did it without a button, and some people did it And there's just, the thing is that the button is capacitive. So, you know, where you can swipe up and down. There's some cases that have a cover over the button that's capacitive, like the Beats, which I don't recommend. I haven't done a video on it yet, but I don't care for that Beats case. You know, and there's others that have bigger cutouts and some that have cut. Everybody's figuring out. It's all new. But, you know, that's what I'm here for, to, you know, help guide you. You know, there's different styles, whatever you think is going to, you know, fit your needs best.
Cool. Cool.
Down here around the USB-C speaker, you know, it comes up, but it snaps kind of right back. Now, going around the lip protection on the screen, it seems to be a little bit higher than last year. So you do have some really decent lip protection around the screen for when you go to set your phone down, so you shouldn't have a problem. I kind of know the reason why they raised it up a little bit, because they're just trying to get a little bit more here. You know, these thin cases, you know, and I don't know, unless you have some type of capacitive button, it's gonna be difficult. Now, looking around the camera guard and the lip protection around it's about the same. It's, you know, just barely there. But there is some lip protection for the camera, you know, so you should be okay when you're setting it down on a flat surface, no problem. How about them magnets? I've got my magnet paper here. Now, Spigen's always had solid magnets, and again, this year, not always had solid magnets, although last year before last, definitely last year, they stepped up their game, and it looks like they have done it again. I mean, that is a nice, you know, dewdrop around here. There's some other case manufacturers that'll, you know, cut it short or only have like 1 line or 2 lines or something. But this Spigen looks like, again, solid magnets. But we need to first check out the charge and then the ultimate, the shake test.
What's shaking, man?
All right, so I've got my 160 gram portable charger here, and it charges. And how about that dewdrop? Yeah, you get a little resistance, nice. You hear the click. So let's go ahead and shake. And let's see what do we got as far as shakeage going on here, huh? Oh my God. I'm trying to do this without clicking. I gotta be careful, because if I start clicking buttons, shaking my phone, it's gonna wanna call emergency services. And yeah, explain that to the cops. Hard shakeage. I mean, it's not, yeah, Spigen does it again. But let's grab a wallet. Got my Andar, the Mag wallet here, and let's go ahead and slap that puppy on there. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back off, because Andar's really got good magnets. Spigen's got really good magnets, and 2 positives, yeah, they just stick together.
Yes, science!
So, let's go ahead and... Yeah, it's not... So many buttons now. I can't find a place. It's gonna be a fun year figuring out best place to shake these things. But yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's on there. So if you have a wallet, I'm out of shape. If you have a wallet, it's not gonna. It's gonna stay on there, and yeah. If you're looking for really good magnets, these have really good magnets. This is a good case. We'll have to, you know, see how they do with this whole camera control, you know, a little bit of flimsiness here. I mean, it does snap back, you know, hopefully it stays for a while, but, you know, it's a solid all-around protective case. And if you're curious, let's just say that you have a 14 Pro Max and you were thinking about, the 16 Pro Max. How different are they? Or how much are they the same? A lot is the same, but that is good. I've got a video right over here if you guys want to check that out. I go over a little bit of the details on the 14 Pro Max versus the 16 Pro Max. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Peace and love.